You're insecure and don't know what for. Going through when you walk through the door. Don't make it out to cover up. I forgot the lyrics of the song and everybody else in the room can see it. Okay, we're just gonna rock this video, dudes. Okay. My hair look is so bad, and I'm like trying to film a hair video. Love that for me, you know? Just great, you know? Okay. Also, my family won't stop stomping their big fat feet, and I cannot film this video because quarantine, baby. You're stuck in the house with all your family. You have no silence to film a video. But I love that for me. It's fun. It's teaching me patience, and I need to learn how to. I need to learn patience. Anyways. Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be tips to grow out your hair to be long and flowy so you can look Rapunzel. If you want to look like Rapunzel or Ariel, whatever. You just want to look like a Disney princess with long hair, you know? And I'm here to show you guys how I get my long hair. And I don't really have that long of hair. It's like right here. I'm gonna show you guys. So this is how long my hair is. It's not that long. It's really wavy right now. It's not usually, so it's straight and messy right now, but it's decently long. So it's decently long. I don't think it's like so long that it's not like touching my butt or something, but it's like to my lower back, I guess. So I would say it's pretty long. It's not like overly long. But I'm going to show you guys how I help my hair grow. So I have about, I don't know how many tips I have. We'll just go through it and see how many tips I have. The first tip is do not brush your hair right when you get out of the shower. Like I'm saying, when you go into the shower, take your comb, not a brush, take a comb, and when you put conditioner in your hair, I don't know why I'm acting like that. When you put conditioner in your hair at the ends or wherever you put it, you want to brush it through then. So that's when it's getting the knots out because the conditioner is in it. It is really soft right then and it's breaking all the knots. That's when you should brush it, not right when you get out of the shower because that is damaging. Your hair is at its most vulnerable when it is wet. So when you're just brushing it through with a brush, it's literally breaking and damaging your hair. I do not recommend, I keep twisting on this chair and it's bad, I'm sorry guys. I do not recommend using a brush after your hair is wet and just brushing it through. Do not do that. Use a comb, just use a toothpick comb, it's fine. Toothpick comb, I don't know what they're called. You know what a comb looks like. Do not use a brush when it's wet. Do not, please do not. If you want long hair, do not. It will break off your hair. Next tip number 2 is when you get out of the shower, your hair is at its most vulnerable, like I said. It's always, every girl does this. They want to wrap their hair up in a towel. Do not do that. And I learned the hard way because I would be bald by now because I just kept twisting my hair up into that towel. And when you're twisting like that, your hair is wet and it's breakable and it's at its most vulnerable state. You are twisting your hair out. You're going to go bald because you just keep going like this and you're twisting it all up and it's wet and it's just going like this and you're tightening and pulling all on your scalp. It's going to make your hair fall out. You're going to have breakage. Do not put that in. I recommend using a cotton t-shirt or something that you have like old laying around. Just bring it with you to the bathroom and wrap your hair up. Let's just damp it like this and wrap it up. I have this little tiny, I don't have it with me right now. I should probably bring it. But it's just this little tiny cotton thing and then I just stick to it right here. My hair isn't twisted, it's not breaking, it's not damaged in this little cotton thing. And you can literally take a shirt and just put your hair up like this, take the shirt and tie it right here. It works the exact same as a towel, but it does not have the problems that you have when you use a towel, because when you use a towel, like I said, it breaks your hair. Also, if you want to use a towel, I recommend just getting it drying your hair before you put it in the cotton because your hair can get really wet. from the shower, just use the towel just to dampen it like this. Do not pull, do not just twist your hair, just pat it lightly like this on both sides. So usually it gets all the water out. And yeah, that's tip number 2. Number 3. Tip number 3 to grow your hair is recommending using, I haven't used olive oil. I've heard that people say it really helps. People say olive oil, castor oil, coconut oil. I use coconut oil. And what you want to do, I've heard that you don't want to put I keep twisting the seat, I'm sorry. What you don't want to do is put olive oil. It doesn't help your head if you put it on the ends or anywhere. Like, you can do that, but it's not really doing a whole lot. You just want to get the roots and just rub it all over. But that's how you do olive oil. And then if you want to use coconut oil, you get it all over your head. Then you put your hair in a little cotton t-shirt, one of your old t-shirts, and then you sleep on that. So then you have to wash it out in the morning, and I recommend using conditioner. Maybe if you have like really thick hair, to get the grease out, you might have to condition it like at least 2 times to get all that grease out, or you can let it sit in your hair the first time, condition it, let it sit for like 5 minutes. I let mine sit for like 3. That's only also because I kind of have like thinnish hair. It's more, I don't know, I feel like I have thin hair, but that's what I do. I sit in the shower for 3 minutes and wait for that conditioner to soak into my scalp. So that's tip number, is that 3 or 4? I don't know what that one was, so I'll just put it on the screen. Tip number whatever, I totally forgot what I was at. 5 is, I think it's 5. I think I was on 5. Tip number 5 is make sure that you are not laying down on your hair. When you go to sleep, make sure you either have it in a loose little twisty, so you can just twist your hair, just twist it like this, do something, put it into your bra straps, go like this. You can sleep like that, but there's just stuff like that. Or you can just take a back braid, and this is the way that you should not damage so you don't damage your hair. You can do it in 2 braids, you can do it whatever you want, but make sure it's just loose braids, and you do not want to just let your hair just lay like this, because when you're rolling around or sleeping and moving into different positions, you're pulling your hair, so your hair is getting twisted up, it's getting knotty, and that is cause for damage with your hair. So I recommend not doing that. Please do not. Just braid your hair, and if you don't want it like kinky like this, I braided my hair last night, so that's why it's kind of kinky like this. Also guys, I'm sorry, the lighting is terrible. I'm sorry. I'm really struggling with it. It's kind of like rainy and dreary out right now, and I'm trying to film a video because it's kind of quiet in here, so I'm sorry. Anyways, back to the video. I was just talking about how it's not good to leave your hair down. Please do not do that. It will ruin it, and it will break and damage, and you will have a lot of shedding. And I've been experiencing that lately, and I've gotten so worried of like, oh no, is it my hormones or whatever is going on with my body? I think it is hormones. I don't usually do a whole lot of damaging stuff. I try to protect my hair a lot. I don't use the curling iron too much. It's just shedding. It's sometimes hormonal. It's sometimes hormones. Tip number, I think this was 6. Tip number 6 is try not to curl your hair every day or straighten it. If you have curly hair, embrace the curls, honey. If you have straight hair, embrace the straightness. It's pretty both ways. I have really straight hair, so when I was younger, I tended to curl it like every day because I wanted curly hair. Who doesn't when they want? We want what we cannot have, and that was me because I wanted curly hair. So. But now, I'm really embracing my straight hair. I really like my straight hair. I think you should embrace yours too. If you have curly, straight, whatever, wavy hair, try not to curl it as much because that is burning it and frying it off, and I do not recommend doing that. So yeah, and I keep the lighting's terrible in here. So I do not recommend that. Also, tip 7, I think I'm gonna go to tip 7. If you guys want any more like tips on how to get your hair growing, I could always make a part 2. because I have so many tips and I would love to share them all. Try not to bleach or dye your hair. It is not good for your hair and it can be very damaging to bleach your hair. Your hair can fall out. Please, if you do, make sure you do coconut oil. Make sure you're using products in your hair to help it grow and help it be and stay healthy. You know, if you really want to bleach your hair or something, just make sure you're using coconut oil, helping your hair stay healthy, grow, shiny. Make sure it's shiny. Make sure it's healthy. It's really important to keep the ends healthy and moisturized. But yeah, that was my last tip. Try not to bleach or dye your hair because it is not good for it. So that is all the tips for how I get my hair to stay healthy and look healthy. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and if you want to hear any more tips on this, I can always make a part 2. Please let me know in the comments if you would like to see a part 2. And if you enjoyed this video, you'd probably enjoy some of my other ones. Maybe? I don't know. So like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love y'all!